Hello, everyone. My name is Ryan Howard, and for my project, I chose to do a benefit concert for Action Against Hunger using the Hunger Games movie as a launching platform. Now, the Hunger Games trilogy, when Lionsgate Films was in production last summer, there were 9.6 million copies of the trilogy in circulation just in the United States. In early November, that number jumped to 16 million. And as of late, there's 23.5 million copies of the trilogy, and that's just in the United States. This series has a lot of potential. It's projected to have even more potential than the Twilight series. So, to jump on this and be able to for it to help out a lot of different areas, it can do a lot of good things. The movie opens up March 23rd. I'm planning this benefit concert on Friday, March 16th. I believe that way it can also keep the hype going into the release date of the movie itself. Um, for my role, I chose to be a project manager for Action Against Hunger, and for the main act for this show is going to be Lenny Kravitz. Um, Lenny Kravitz is actually in the movie, so he has a vested interest already in this project. He's also been known to do a lot of our other charity functions as well. So for him to turn down this opportunity, I think was very low. He has a new CD that's released as well. So for him, I believe this would be a very good career opportunity. Now, for the location for the venue for this, I chose the Nokia Theater LA Live in Los Angeles, California. It was built on October 18th, 2007, as a 7,100 seat capacity. So you have that semi intimate feeling with this, but yet you can still bring in a pretty large number of people. Also, the farthest that the seats go back is only 220 feet. So wherever you're at in the theater, you're pretty close to the stage. So pretty much every seat is a good seat. Um, some of the merchandise that I chose for this, as you see on this slide, these are the 10 movie posters that Lionsgate is planning on releasing. Um, I was planning on for these posters 50 of each of the two movie posters in the lower right, 50 of those, um, 50 of each one of those posters would be autographed by all the cast members. And then all the individual cast posters would be signed by those cast members. And then there would be 100 of each of those. And then we would also have just regular posters that people could buy as well. Um, I also was going to have 50 of Lenny Kravitz's new CD, which is there on the bottom. Have him autograph 50 of those. Have an autographed guitar, which you see in the top right, autographed by Lenny Kravitz, and then 20,000 of those Mockingjay pins that you can buy at the venue on the day of the show as well as on eBay. Um, Along with the Mockingjay pins, I'm planning on also having autographed Taylor Swift guitar, tickets for a Coldplay concert, and a dress by Katy Perry. Those three individuals, those three artists have been tied pretty well to other charities. Now, this is an example of a writer of Mr. Kravitz's, and the one thing that sticks out that I found was his dry cleaning. He needs a high quality dry cleaner within very close to the venue. Otherwise, his contract writer is pretty simple. Just have water in the back, uh, keep him happy, some food. What I also like though is he wanted two fire extinguishers that was near the stage in case of an emergency. Kind of really don't see much about that. My expenses pretty well cut and dry. Um, my salary, if you notice that, it's only 15% from the ticket sales, and that's the only place that my salary was coming from was the ticket sales. and that's assuming that all 7,100 tickets would be sold at the $50 price that I set. Expenses, just a little over $100,000. My expected income is almost $700,000. So there's a good profit margin in this activity. Now the revenue from auctions, if you see where you see there, I have a meet and greet with Lenny Kravitz. Obviously, that auction on eBay would go before it would go and before the show started, and then everything else can go throughout, even after the show ends. A week or so. I also put the remaining posters, CDs, and books, the ones that were autographed. If the ones that don't get sold at the show, I can put those also as well on my eBay page, the group that I'm planning on creating. The Action Against Hunger, Hunger Games Foundation page group thing. Now my timeline that I have here, I was planning on arriving at the Nokia Theater at noon, just to make sure that all the merchandise tables get set up and everything is in place. I will have arranged for Mr. Kravitz and his band members to be picked up from the hotel at 3 p.m. and get to the Nokia Theater by 4 for the sound check. After the sound check, I personally would take Mr. Kravitz and his band members to their desired restaurant for dinner. And then after that, get them back to the venue by 7 p.m. so we can do a final walkthrough. Doors open at 8 p.m. Show starts at 9. Show would end roughly around 11 p.m. Then I have an after-hours party, an after-show party scheduled at the Viper Room from midnight to 2 a.m. And then at 2 a.m., planning on taking Mr. Kravitz and his band members back to the hotel. My risk evaluation, if Mr. Kravitz can't play, like I said, Taylor Swift, Coldplay, or Katy Perry, I believe I could probably get them. They've been pretty active in charities that deal with hunger charities and stuff like that. If the author, Susan Collins, if she doesn't want to autograph books, excuse me, we would just sell the unautographed books, but keep the amount that we would have gotten from autographed ones for the fundraiser, and then the remaining would just go to Ms. Collins. Now, if the venue doesn't sell out, don't think that would happen, because you can get any venue sold out if you work enough at it. Lower the ticket prices. We probably have some promotional work going out with radio stations, TV stations, whatever, giving out free tickets to the show throughout the week. And if the eBay items don't sell too well, that's really not that big of an issue, because whatever money we do get from those auctions, all that money is strictly going to Action Against Hunger. Now, what I learned through this is that there are a lot of celebrities that are involved in all sorts of charities, and also charity concerts, benefit drives, stuff like that. Those are pretty big right now, and a lot of celebrities just want to get involved with that, because that will also get their name out, put them in a good light. So if I can get that going with artists that I'm working with currently, I believe that is a good way to get their name out, get more recognition, and get more interaction with not only the music industry, but with community involvement as well. And these are my references. So thanks for listening to me. Apologize for the coughing. Kind of getting something. So anyways, have a good one.